Alright, howdy there gamers, happy new year. Today we are returning to a long lost series that we unfortunately forgot about in 2020. Basically, the Brain Cell Lost series is my series I use to review like new movies and new TV shows. The first one I did was with Sonic the Hedgehog, and as soon as I did that, all of the theaters shut down and like no movie has come out since. So yeah, kind of not good there, alright? We're back in 2021 where the world is meant to get back on its feet, of course. Well, at least we all hope so. Yeah, we're ready to bring back Brain Cell Lost. And this time, we're talking about Cobra Kai Season 3. Now, Cobra Kai Season 3 recently blew up in popularity because, you know, it got moved from YouTube Red to Netflix. Quite funny, actually. It was, like, on YouTube Red for, I think, 2 or 3 years or something. And absolutely no one talked about it, alright? I'm pretty sure, like, 3 people watched it. As soon as it goes to Netflix, it becomes, like, a hugely popular series. I mean, the reason I know about it is because, like, it went onto Netflix and my friend told me about it. Yeah, I'm super happy it is on Netflix because we would all be sleeping on it right now if it was still on YouTube Red. Because this series is actually fucking sick, alright? Most of the time with TV shows like The Mandalorian or Stranger Things, like, only a certain audience that can sort of get into it. It doesn't matter your age or, like, your gender or what you like. There is a chance that you will absolutely fucking love this show, alright? I've spoken to so many different people who absolutely love this show, right? Because, you know, at the core, it just cares about being an entertaining show, alright? It doesn't stick to many tropes for, like, audiences or something. It's just a good, fun show, which, you know, I think we've been deprived of for the last few years. Like, it's just fucking awesome. It's one of my favourite shows, personally. Yeah, it's just a great show. So I was quite excited for Season 3. And obviously, Season 2 had an amazing finale, alright? They all had, like, a fucking showdown. Didn't have as much fun with this season as I did in Season 2, alright? You got to the end of Season 2, and every time anything fucking happened, I'd be fucking on my feet, fucking cheering. I think I only got, like, excited at that level, like, once. But that doesn't mean it wasn't a bad show. It was still really fucking good. One of the main things about this show really pulls people in is the writing. Now, I don't know what cracked up shit these writers are on. Whatever they're on, it's fucking working. Because what the shit they're making is so fucking good. I think this show has, like, writers on the same level as, like, The Mandalorian or something. Even though it is super cheesy, all the characters feel real. Every time somebody gets punched, it's got emotional backing to it because of how fucking good the writing is, alright? The show is the first show I've seen where you care for, like, both the good guys and the bad guys. And I don't even think you can call it, like, good guys and bad guys because they're just so well written that you just care for every single character. Even the character at, like, the start of the series that everybody was like, go fuck yourself, mate, got to experience the writer's Jesus touch, alright? Basically, Cobra Kai will do this thing where they'll take, like, a bad guy or something, and then they'll write them, like, a little character arc, and then the audience will start caring for them again. This show has so many twists and turns with its characters. It just packs an emotional punch in every scene. The writing is just so good in this. Something I would like to say, though, is that, like, some characters in this season just disappear. I'm pretty sure, like, 2 characters just didn't show up this season. One of them had, like, an explanation, but it was just, like, a throwaway line. There was, like, this other dude, alright, this cool-ass fucking chubby guy, who was just a badass by the end of the 2nd season, who just disappeared without anybody saying anything. And it's just like, come on, bro, you can't just get rid of characters without telling us. But one of the biggest problems I have with this entire series, and this counts for Season 1 and Season 2 as well, is when, like, they'll do a flashback for literally everything from, like, the past Karate Kid movies. And it's gotten to the point now where they're literally doing flashbacks, things that we already saw in Cobra Kai. Like, there's literally a flashback for a book that we saw in a previous episode. I'm not even joking, they literally just show us a fucking book, and they play, like, a 1-minute flashback scene that we already know because we watched it take place in the last episode, but they do it anyway just because they think nobody can remember shit. It kind of gets on my nerves. Like, I wouldn't mind it if it just happened, like, once, like, a character showed up and it played, like, a little clip. Like, that I get. But when you're literally going for, like, objects, it just gets a little bit jarring, you know what I mean? And another thing about this season is that the music isn't as on point as the last series. That doesn't mean that this is a bad series. No. It's still pretty fucking cool. It's just, it doesn't really live up to what I was expecting after how amazing Series 2 was. Obviously, at the end of last season, they had like that massive school showdown, which was honestly fucking amazing. And, Miguel, he ended up losing like his leg privileges. So in this series, Miguel is trying to regain his strength with his legs. And you know, I thought that this whole character arc halfway through the series, in season 2, I feel like Miguel and Johnny's relationship didn't really get touched on that much. So we just get like 5 straight episodes of these two just hanging out, you know, just being fucking bros. And you know, it's not just thrown in there just because it needed to be in there. It's actually just like for character growth. And it links to the story. Every scene you see in this series isn't filler. There's no filler episodes. Every scene it links to the story in some way. One of the characters I thought of felt like got pushed to the side in this series was Robbie. Obviously last series he like beat the shit out of Miguel at the end. And in this series he's like a full-on fugitive and he goes to prison for like half of the series. He only gets like 1 scene an episode, and you know, considering he was like the main character for season 1, it's kind of sad to see him just get pushed to the side. Obviously this season wasn't bad, it just didn't live up to the expectations it built from season 2, but it's still really fucking good. I ended up binging it like all day because they just released the entire series. It was a great way to kick off the new year. Honestly, I'm gonna say, like, I think releasing episodes every week, I don't really like having to wait for like an episode, like some guy waiting for his drug dealer to sell him some Viagra every week. I think Cobra Kai really benefits from the show, you know, being available all at once, because it's a show which needs to be binged. Remember The Boys season 2? That show just dragged on so much because you had to wait every fucking single week. Like, some shows are made digested weekly, and some shows are just made to fucking binge, and you know, this show is one of them. So yeah, really just fucking enjoyable, great written characters, and great fight scenes, and just really fucking enjoyable. All round, just a great fucking series, and I'm hyped for season 4. Like, it's about to kick off. Like, I don't know what's gonna fucking happen, but I'm pretty fucking hyped. So yeah, the amount of brain cells this series made me lose would be like 25. Yeah, I lost 25% of my brain cells from this series. But, you know, it's Cobra Kai season 3 at 75% of my brain cells. Yeah, pretty good series. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you enjoyed Cobra Kai, and I hope you enjoyed your last year. And here's to a brand new year. I know I haven't got a glass, but let's just give it up to Obama, right? He has nothing of substance to say. So here's to a new year, Obama. Thanks for coming along, and yeah, farewell.